Welcome to the video on Microsoft Data Gateway. The Data Gateway functions as a secure mediator between your cloud service and on-premise data sources. The Windows service is registered with the Cloud Gateway service through an Azure Service Bus that automatically is configured by the gateway. The type of gateways are standard and personal. Standard gateways allow connection with multiple on-premise data sources for multiple users. Personal gateway allows one user to connect to multiple data sources. The cloud architecture consists of query created and the cloud services. The query goes through the gateway service with encrypted credentials and then analyzes the request, which is forwarded to the on-premise gateway via an Azure Service Bus. Next, the on-premise gateway decrypts the credentials and connects the user to the data sources such as SQL database, SharePoint on-prem, as well as an Excel spreadsheet. Finally, the results are queried and returned back to the cloud. Installation and configuration best practices of the gateway should not be on the service core installation. The user installing the gateway must be an admin of the gateway. The gateway can't be installed on the domain controller. If you plan to use Windows Authentication, make sure you install the gateway on a computer that is a member of the same Active Directory environment as the data source. You shouldn't install a gateway on a computer such as a laptop that can be turned off, asleep, or disconnected from the internet. If a gateway uses a wireless network, it may decrease the performance of the data source connection to the cloud. In an enterprise environment, we recommend that you use a development gateway server as well as production gateway server. This is because when you're configuring updates with the data gateway, you want to make sure that it doesn't put your production environment at risk. These gateways are thought of as clusters by Microsoft. By default, you have one node cluster of each gateway when it's installed. As it pertains to installation requires minimum requirements from as .NET Framework 4.6 for August 2019 release or earlier, and .NET Framework 4.72 release of the data gateway from September 2019 and later. An additional minimum requirement is 64-bit version of Windows 7 or 64-bit version of Windows Server 2008 Release 2. We highly recommend an 8-core minimum CPU processor, an 8 gigabytes of memory, a 64-bit version of Windows Server 2012 Release 2 or later, and a solid-state drive for storage spooling. Next, we'll do a quick overview of installing the data gateway. The first step you want to do is open up a browser, then navigate to this download page, and then click download and save the installation file in the local folder. Once that's done, run the installation file. It goes to this default location. Check accept the terms and privacy statement. You click install. The installation wizard will start. You put in your username and password. Username, of course, will be your email address. Click sign in. Then add a data gateway name, a recovery key, and then click configure. And that's it. Your data gateway is configured and ready to be used. As you can see here, one gateway has been installed. The next step is installing a data gateway cluster. Repeat the same steps, most likely on a different server. You'll sign in. This time around, you'll click New Gateway. So you register in a new gateway right here. and then click Add to an existing gateway cluster. You add in the recovery key, click Configure. Now your data gateway cluster is configured and ready to be used. As you can see here, we now have 2 gateways installed, or rather a cluster of gateways installed.